Oh, get that ready. All right. I wonder. Wait a minute. Hmm. Uh, I don't want to do that. Hello. Hey, can I ask you a question real quick? Can you hear my audio just fine? Or anybody when I play? Listen, it doesn't sound muffled. It does sound muffled. Oh, it sounds good. Okay, because when I was using my iPhone to record, uh, I listened to it later, and it sounded like there was a fan blowing. But that fan right there, it looks like it's going real fast, but it's not. You know. Okay, that's the only song I know. No, it's not true. I'm just kidding. Ha ha. Let's see. Uh, mm, I'm still trying to warm up. Damn it. I almost forgot that chord. I mean, that one right there. I'd like to kind of remember that one, but I'm going to tell you what'll happen. I'll forget it, and I'm just not going to record. I already recorded a short for the main channel earlier. What did I call that? Morning, Monday morning metal. Yeah, because I jammed out on my electric guitar, and I don't think I did very good, if you ask me. It was. I got a lot on me right now, and I'm not. I don't feel like I'm playing up to par. Oh, well, thank you, Nix, NX Farius. Um, I think that sounded pretty. Oh, someone's running a big saw. Golly. I need to get me a chainsaw or something and cut down, at least trim it down. This one tree out here, it's half dead. Hurricane come through. I don't want that thing flying through my bedroom, man. That's not what I'm looking for. How about this? What did I start with? Dadgummit, I hate it when I do that. I forgot what I was doing. That wasn't it. Maybe. Wyatt, is that how you pronounce your name? Excuse me. Well, hello, and sure. Uh, if uh, if you could do this, go to my main channel and my last upload, either the videos or the shorts. and put a link in there, or email me on my main channel. In the channel description, it gives an email, either and or. But I'll gladly look. Man, I support all guitar players. Are you a guitar player? Oh, you must have left already. I hope he comes back and tell me that he got me a link to me. See. I've been told that. Well, there's three main differences. One, I'm not gay. Two, I can't sing. And three, I'm not famous, rich and famous. I am your usual. What really what happens to guitar players over the years? You just go broke and you're poor, but you keep rocking. Mostly I do acoustics these days. Except like this morning, I did some metal on my shorts. Oh, good. I was hoping you'd come back, Wyatt. Are you a guitar player? I need to take a fiver. How long you been playing? 2 years? Hey, that's great. So you're moving. You're probably at the beginning of the intermediate stage. I assume. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at your channel. I can't. I'd have to break out another device, and it's charging right now. Yes, it is a Yamaha F335. Um, who was that asked me that? Greta. A lot of acoustic stuff, and there used to be all the time nothing but heavy electric distorted guitar, but I got tired of that. I still play it, but after like 15 minutes of playing like that, maybe 30, I'm done. I want to come back to the acoustic. Ah, I got lost. Oh, do I sing? No, I can't sing. Someone called me Rob Halford, from Judas Priest, their lead singer, because I have a shaved head and my whiskers are gotten white as I've gotten older. Hello, Cal- Callan, Callerson, Callerson, if I pronounced that correctly. If I mispronounced it, I apologize. I'm from Texas. I talk funny. Do I remember you? Honestly, not off the top of my head. Have you been here since I announced what was going on with my mom? Oh. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, when you just said Tennessee, was that you that just said Tennessee, Callan? No, that wasn't you. But man, it seems like there's several people from Tennessee and Georgia that I have met, and I get them confused. Yeah, on here since I started doing live shows. Because up until about 5 weeks ago, yeah, I never did. Every once in a while, I do a live show, but no one never showed up. Let me go through this one again. This is what I started off with earlier. Canada. Didn't you show me a flag when I asked you that? And you just like, yeah. And you showed me, oh, there's two people. Why is from Canada? Oh my God. The Canadians are trying to invade. Oh my Lord, whatever shall I do? And, yeah, I seen that, Wyatt. You have to forgive me. The writing's real small on the phones. I have to like lean forward like some old fart. I wonder what they're saying now, them young whippersnappers. excuse me just a second. I'm having a nick fit. No, since the Canadians are invading America now, and probably Texas will fall, before it falls, I'll go and offer a great big Texas marijuana joint and say, here, let's smoke this instead. And we'll just, everybody would be so much happier if everybody did that. See, I was going to do something and I got sidetracked. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to switch back to standard tuning. My cheap imitation of Jimmy Page. Now, give me just a second here. This won't take but just not even a minute. Give me G. I mean E as in Elvis. A as in acid. Ooh. And E. Sound right? Yep. Okay. Those are my old warm-up chords. It when I my very first chord I ever learned on the guitar, open chord, was a G, and then a D, E minor, and C. And what I would do as a warm-up, I go G, D, E minor, C, C, E minor, D, G. Over and over and over and over. Now I got a different warm up. I think I got tired of doing that one after about 30 years, you know. Oh, how many guitars do I have? Oh well, thank you, Cat. Uh, Cal. I can't. I'm just gonna call you Cal. Okay. um, Thank you. How many guitars do I have? I got three. Actually, three and a half. Because I got a small mini guitar that I bought, and why I bought that piece of shit, I'll never know. But I can tell you this: I can hook it up and play it. But the string action, how high the string is off the fretboard, is about like that, man. You know, now down here on this part of the neck, it's high, but it's doable. But the further up you go, man, I can do it. But boy, it wears my fingers out, man. It hurts. And it's electric, it's a little flying D. So I'm going to say three and a half. See, I got this Yamaha. I got a Firefly 338, and listen, I've been playing since 1978. And I know Firefly is considered a cheap brand, but in all these years, that is one hell of a cheap guitar. I can't say it's not a Gibson, but it ain't too damn far from it. The only thing I had to do, actually I still need to do, is maybe straighten the neck out just a hair. But it's got locking tuners on it someone put on there, a new pickup switch, and the pickups on it are ceramic. They're not humbucker. I do know that. But here it is right here. I'll show it to you. You're just sitting here. Oh, I'm cold. This is it right here. That's the back. And that is one fine guitar, Jack. Now my other one is an Ibanez, one of the Artcore series. Shit, it's all right here. I might as well just show it off. And it's a walnut color, hollow body. As I've gotten older, I fell in love with hollow bodies. That's my hollow body, my other hollow body, my Ibanez Artcore. See the F-hose in it and everything. I need to either clean these pots or change them out. And like I said a little while ago, on your typical musician, I'm always fucking broke, man. You know? I mean, just broker than hell. Hopefully one day, maybe, I don't know, I never really planned on it, but maybe I'll end up getting at least 1,000 subscribers. And I'm told I get paid then, but I really didn't do that to start this channel to get paid. This channel started about 10 years ago, almost 11. When this lady I was involved with, she died of cancer, and I had not played for 12 years, and I needed something to do because I was really heartbroken over losing Debbie. I miss her still to this day, and so I started playing guitar again, and several really good songs about her come out, like Missing You. Let me play Missing You. Oh, on the streets and perform? No, I'm not that good, man. But thanks. But thanks for saying that. Let's see, Missing You. Oh, let me get Nick Fix. And that's the whole song of "Oh You Gotta Go." All right. Anyway, that was that song. One of the songs about Debbie called "Missing You." I got one more called "For Debbie," but I'll I'll do that when I shut this down. How long have I been on here? About 37 minutes. See, I'll play it a little bit longer. But what do I want to play? Oh, you come back. Oh, I got off track. Did you get to sit here? Did you even get to hear "Missing You" or most of it? Okay, good. Oh, that's all right. I really, I just do it for fun. And right now, with all the things going on, to be honest, it is therapeutic uh, to play and not dwell upon that and on what's happening to my mother. Realistically, I mean, she's 83. She has pneumonia, dementia, and she's gone into congestive heart failure. You know, the odds are stacking up against her. And I'm not saying that to be cruel, but I'm trying to be just matter of fact here. But yet, man, at the same time, this is personal. This is somebody I know. That's always been there. Oh yeah, I'll be all right. I'm not depressed. I mean, I'm sad about what's going on. But man, realistically, dying is part of life. You're born, you live, and at one time or another, you end up passing away, like what happened to Debbie. I've seen that as I've gotten older. I'm 60, and as I've gotten older, how many people I've known that died. That is absolutely wrong chord. I do that, I usually do that tune in Open G, and it sounds so different. But I think it sounds way better in Open G than it does in standard. No, don't feel bad for me. I'll be all right. I'm pretty tough. Um, well, do you know the story about what happened after Debbie died? Have you heard that tale? Oh, well, you have a choice. I can tell you where I made a video about it, or I can tell you right now as I play, whichever you prefer to do. If you prefer to do it at all. Well, I'm gonna finger pick because I won't drown myself out. I'll try. I'll tell it as fast as I can. It takes about, I'm gonna say, 10 minutes. Debbie had come down with non-small cell stage 4 lung cancer. They had metastasized to her brain. And when that happens to you, you got a 0.01% chance of survivability. She was gone in 5.5, 6 months at the most. And uh, I knew it from the beginning, but she didn't, because she had, like I said, it had metastasized to her brain from her lungs. It was still a giant tumor, like right here, and but it had traveled to her brain. She had 3 tumors, 2 by her automatic functions, and 1 right here at her right temple was the size of a golf ball. And they was able to take that one out, but they couldn't get to the other 2 because it was so close to the automatic functions. They said she'll probably die on the table. So they decided to let her, I guess, live out those last 5.5 months like that. Personally, if it had been me, I would have said fucking go for it. And if the plug gets pulled, what do I? What's 5.5 months? And I'm half out of my mind, because when they took that 1 tumor out right here, Debbie was Debbie, but she was in a lot of ways like a little child. You know, it, it did something to her. Other than killing her, well, anyway, toward the end, when they quit doing treatments because it wasn't doing any good anymore, and right before hospice come in, me and her got to talking about the big question. And she was asking me, because I grew up in a Assemblies of God church, okay? Pentecostal. I do not. In fact, it left me with a very big disdain for organized religion that sometimes tries to lean toward hating God, and it wasn't God's fault. It was the people that attend that particular church anyway. Well, anyhow, I'm digressing. Well, she was asking me all kinds of questions, what she should and shouldn't do, and basically I told her, even though at that point in my life I did not even believe in God, I was agnostic at best, maybe at best. Oh, hey, that might be a cool name for a title of a tune called "It's Okay to Cry." I might try to remember that one. But anyway, uh, I told her, that if she felt like she needed to repent, why not? What you got to lose? I mean, I personally don't think there's anything there, but you know, cover your bets. So, whether she did or not, I do not know. But I asked of her this, and all this is true, by the way, I promise. No drugs, no alcohol involved, no making anything up. This is just my experience of what happened. Well, um, I asked of her, I said, if it's possible, if there is something there, I want you to uh, try to contact me and let me know that you're all right. And she agreed. And also, when it's my time, she's going to show me how to ride a horse because I do not know. I know I'm a Texan, but I do not know how to ride a horse. Well, anyway, it come time, and she passed. She was gone from this plane of existence. And well, I moved from out. It was in a town called Pasadena, Texas. I was born there, FYI. And I had to get out of that town, man. She was gone. I didn't want to be there no more, so I moved here to where I live now, which is Baytown, Texas. And and this happened. See, she died in June. So this had to be late part of October, early November. And I woke one morning. The sky was still dark, but it was just starting to wanting to become dawn. And I was so miserable and very depressed over Debbie being gone. I said, God damn it, I'm going back to sleep. And I closed my eyes. And I don't know how long my eyes were closed, but all of a sudden I heard Debbie's voice. And she called my name. And I went, Debbie, is that you? And she said, yes, baby, it is. Come here. Now, when I was in the Marine Corps, I was in the United States Marine Corps. And I've got to go around the world one time, and I've seen all kinds of different places. Many, many different places. I don't know. It says zero. I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and tell the whole tale again. Well, anyway, like I was saying, I've been around the world, seen many, many places, but I ain't never seen a place like this. There's light everywhere, and there was this golden grass about ankle high. And I remember looking to my left, and there was these gently rolling hills with this golden grass that went on forever and ever and ever. And I remember looking at my hands like this. And you know when you come out of a swimming pool, and there's like an aura around everything. Well, that's what I seen on my person. But I wasn't freaked out. I wasn't astounded or surprised. It was like the most natural thing in the world. Then all of a sudden I looked to my right, and I don't know if it just appeared or I hadn't noticed it. I can't say. But there's this two-story dark wood frame house, brown, and the door's open. And I do not distinctly remember going through the door, but I found myself inside, and I'm in the kitchen. And I know it was the kitchen because I seen kitchen cabinets and a counter, and sitting on the counter was Debbie. She had all her hair. She wasn't sick. She was wearing some capris and a peach blouse. And the first thing I said was, Debbie, what's it like where you're at? And you kind of had to know Debbie because she could be real blasé. And she went, it's okay. That was just Debbie. But I know there was something else said. And I know it. But what it was, I don't know. It's like it's blanked out. There's like a wall there. And I got a fairly good memory, and I can't remember what was said. But the last thing she said to me before this experience ended, she said, Zeb, you're going to be all right. And I found myself back in my room. And I jumped up out of bed, and by the way, it is 11:30 in the morning. I never sleep past 5. Maybe on the outside, every once in a while, 6 a.m. But normally it's between 4 and 5. I wake up every morning. And I jumped up out of that bed, and I was like, did that just happen? What happened here? And me, at that point, still in my life, thinking I got all the answers, and said, oh, that's just my subconscious trying to heal itself. Well, uh, that's what I went telling myself for several more months. And then the confirmation. Now listen to this, kids. This is a mind blower. My father calls me. Now, my daddy walked out when I was 7 years old. Threw me and my brother to the wind, didn't give a shit whether we lived or died. And I maybe seen him 40 times in my life at that point. And he calls me up. Says, why don't you come on over, Zeb? I need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, but, you know, I didn't say it, but you can tell my attitude that I really didn't want to go over there. Because we didn't have a relationship. I'm sorry. He's dead now, but we just, it was like I knew he was my father, but he didn't mean anything. I know that sounds shitty, but this is the truth. Well, so I went over there, and he lights up a cigarette, and I didn't smoke cigarettes at that time. I had quit. I'm working. I need to work back toward that. But anyway, he starts telling me how he had 4 heart attacks. Now I'm the oldest son, and him or his second family did not bother to reach out to me to inform me of this event. It is my old man, my dad. Maybe could have thrown me a letter, a smoke signal. Been nice. But anyway, I'm trying to let my disdain for them people shine through. Well, he'd been in a hospital. He was in a coma, and he was telling me about this. He said, I was in a coma. I could hear everybody around me, but I couldn't move. He said, then all of a sudden, and mind you, I hadn't told anybody what had happened to me. I didn't want anybody to think I was nuts, and he started telling me this. He said, all of a sudden I found myself in a place. He said, there was light everywhere. And he said, now, in his experience, he said, there was people that you never met that had passed on. It was there that I knew growing up, And he said, then I seen your grandma, his mama. And in life, grandma was a bitch. She was a very miserable, unhappy person. He said, but when I seen her, she wasn't like that. She was healed from that, and she was joyful, and it radiated from her the joy. And I forget what he said that she said to him, but the last thing she said to him before he woke right up out of his coma, she said, Bobby, because his name was Robert. She said, Bobby, you're gonna be all right. The same exact words that Debbie had said to me. And when you hear something or you experience something, and without a doubt, there's no more bullshit, there's no more lies, there's no trying to get away from it. This is what happened. And it wasn't my subconscious trying to heal itself. It was something bigger than me. And that's when I started realizing that there was a God. Now, am I a Christian? No. For a number of years, I was a Buddhist. I didn't meditate. I talked to Buddhist monks, and they said, really, meditation is for Buddhist monks and nuns. But it's not discouraged among the other people that follow Buddhism. Now, you got it? You split again? Okay. Well, anyhow, that was my experience of what happened after Debbie died. Now, am I still a Buddhist? No. But I guess you could. Okay. Oh, are you okay? Well, I'm gonna take a smoke break. You got a choice. I either pause it or you can come out there with me and smoke a cigarette. What do you want to do? Because I needed to smoke a cigarette. My nerves are fried. I'm not as stoned as I was. Oh, I'm getting old. Jesus. Val. Ah, good. Montego. Pause it. Okay. I'll be back 5 minutes. Uh, uh, Where's that puppy dog? I know. What an ass. Vaping too. Oh, hello, American. Thank you for the subscription. Um, let's see. What do I want to do? Now that's my main warm-up song these days, even though I made that up when I was 14 years old. Uh, okay, Cal. See you later. Uh, I never play anybody else's music. I don't know it. And the few that I have played, YouTube gives me shit. Bans me, takes the video off. The only time they didn't do it, I played Wild Thing and a little bit of Freebird, the rhythm part of Freebird. But other than those two times, they always ban me. So I really don't know anybody else's stuff anyway. But it's so much more fun on Let's see. Poor Debbie. And I fucked that all up. But anyway, that was one go through of Ford Debbie. I didn't do the whole tune. Oh, you come back. How long do I play a day? Sometimes for 2 or 3 minutes, and other times I get on here. How long? I've been going for an hour on here so far. It just varies. Why do you have to keep going back and forth? Is someone using your phone? And that was the rest of For Debbie. That last little tune there. And I'm trying to decide. Sure, why not? We'll do one quick heavy metal jam. Oh, 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 come here, you. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, oh. Okay. And that was my tender love ballad for the day. Though on my main channel, I did that a lot earlier this morning. What did I call it? Monday Morning Metal? Yeah, I think that's what I called it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for all coming by. Thank you for all the kind comments. I appreciate it. I may do another live show later. There ain't no telling. I'll see you then, if I do.